There is nothing more devastating for a livestock keeper than waking up, heading to the pen, and finding absolute silence. Feathers on the ground, the door forced open, and your best hens gone. The fox is not just any hunter, he is a strategist. If he's broken in once, he already has the keys to your house and will return every single night until there is nothing left. But today, that ends. We are going to stop building toy coops and start building real fortresses. In this video, I'll show you how to armor your pen against foxes, badgers, and those rats that steal your feed and spread disease. We'll cover everything from underground engineering to military-grade tech applied to your birds. If you finally want to sleep soundly, this is the manual you've been looking for. Let's start with the foundation, where 90% of keepers make their first fatal mistake. Do you think your coop is safe just because the fence is 2 meters high? I'm sorry to tell you that the fox doesn't care about height if he can just go underneath. An adult fox can dig a 40-centimeter tunnel in less time than it takes you to eat dinner. If your mesh only reaches ground level, you've essentially rolled out a red carpet for them. Many people use the typical green hexagonal chicken wire. That wire is only good for keeping chickens in, but for a predator, it's like tissue paper. Their claws and teeth will tear it apart in seconds. You need galvanized welded wire mesh. And the key isn't just the strength, but the installation. Here is the pro secret. Don't bury the fence straight down, bury it facing out. You need to dig a trench about 20 centimeters deep and lay the mesh in an L shape. One part goes up the wall and the other extends 40 or 50 centimeters toward the outside of the coop covered by dirt or heavy stones. When the fox reaches the coop wall and starts digging, which they always do right at the base, he'll hit the metal. His instinct doesn't tell him to back up half a meter to start digging. He'll simply get frustrated and leave to find easier prey. If you want expert level armoring, place a row of concrete blocks over that L mesh. Now you have a bunker, not a coop. If you think your only problem is the fox, you're very wrong. There is an enemy much smaller, smarter, and far more dangerous: rats. They don't just come for the eggs or the chicks, they come for the most expensive treasure in your pen: the feed. A rat colony can steal up to 20% of your food per month, but the money is the least of it. Rats are the primary carriers of salmonella, leptospirosis, and external parasites. They urinate and defecate on the feed that your chickens then eat. If your bird suddenly gets sick and you don't know why, look at the ground. Rats are poisoning their food every night. The solution isn't putting out poison. Poison can end up in the stomachs of your chickens or your dogs. The solution is taking away the restaurant. You need to swap your plastic or wooden feeders for an anti-pest straddle feeder made of galvanized steel. These feeders work by weight. They only open when the chicken steps on the platform. A rat, no matter how big, isn't heavy enough to lift the lid. By cutting off their access to food, the rats will move somewhere else in less than a week. No food, no rat. One extra tip, check your mesh. To stop a rat, you need 1/4 inch welded wire mesh, or 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. If a finger fits, a rat fits. If you armor the perimeter with this mesh, you'll be creating an impenetrable shield against disease and theft. Let's be honest. How many times has it gotten late at a dinner, you've fallen asleep watching a movie, or you simply forgot to go close the coop? That 5-minute oversight is exactly what the fox is waiting for. Predators are experts at observing our routines. They know exactly when you forget to log up. Closing the door by hand is a system that fails because we fail. The fox could be lurking just a few meters away, waiting for the lights to go out. You need a system that doesn't depend on your memory, but on the position of the sun. The smartest investment you can make in your life as a keeper is installing an automatic door with a dusk sensor. These devices are small motors installed over the hatch that run on a sensor detecting daylight. When the sun sets, the door closes automatically. When dawn breaks, it opens. The best part is that most run on batteries that last up to a year, so you don't need to run power cables to the pen. By using this system, you armor the coop at the most critical moment, twilight. It's incredible peace of mind knowing that wherever you are, Your chickens are locked away in their wooden bunker. Look for models with a safety sensor. If a hen lags behind in the entrance while the door is closing, the sensor detects her, stops, and goes back up so as not to hurt her. Technology at the service of your animals' lives. Predators like the fox or the badger have one major advantage over us. They see perfectly in the dark, but that very advantage is their greatest weakness. Their success depends on them seeing without being seen. As soon as they sense that something or someone larger than them is watching, their survival instinct forces them to abort the mission. The fox is an extremely cautious animal. He doesn't want a fight, he wants an easy dinner. If the environment feels hostile or unpredictable to him, he'll just head over to the neighbor's coop that has no security. This is where psychological warfare comes in. There are devices called solar predator deterrent lights. They are small solar boxes that emit two blinking red LED lights all night long. To a fox, that isn't just a light. Those are the eyes of a larger predator lurking in the darkness. Install them at eye level, about 30 or 40 centimeters off the ground, at the four corners of your enclosure. You'll see how the perimeter becomes a no-go zone for them. And if you want the ultimate combo, add a motion-activated ultrasonic repeller. It emits a sound frequency that we cannot hear. But to the sensitive ears of a fox or a rat, it's like an unbearable scream at 1,000 decibels. As soon as they cross the sensor beam, the sound hits them and they flee out of pure auditory protection instinct. You've armored the ground and put tech on the door. But what about the sky? If your run doesn't have a roof, you're leaving a window open for aerial attacks. Goshawks, hawks, or even eagle owls at night can dive down and snatch a hen or a chick in the blink of an eye. And make no mistake, a hungry fox can scale a 2-meter fence as if it were a ladder. A coop without a roof is an incomplete coop. Feathered predators are silent and lethal, and once they find an easy food source, they won't stop patrolling your area every day at the same time. The most affordable and effective solution is polyethylene aviary netting. It's a net made of very strong nylon threads, UV treated so it won't rot in the sun. You have to cover the entire outdoor run. Since it's black or dark green, it's almost invisible to us, but for a bird of prey, it's an impossible physical barrier to cross. But if the danger in your area is weasels or climbing foxes, you need something more rigid. Welded wire mesh should also cover the top if the enclosure is small. And for the sleeping quarters, make sure the roof is made of galvanized sheet metal or solid wood. Don't leave gaps between the roof and the walls. A weasel can squeeze through a hole the size of an egg and cause total disaster in a single night. The armoring must be 360 degrees. Armoring a chicken coop may seem like a lot of work at first, but the peace of mind of sleeping without surprises is priceless. Your animals depend on you. You are their only line of defense against an outside world that only sees them as food. If you have any security tips that have saved you from an attack, share them in the comments. Your experience could save the lives of someone else's animals. Don't forget to subscribe for more rural survival guides. Take care of your animals and they'll take care of you. See you soon.